Hello and welcome back to Morzine Day 2. This is part 2.
Oh, lovely! Breaking bumps, love them.
This is for the Morzine trip in June 2025. So yes, it has been a while.
Oh, not 90-degree burn.
It takes a while to put these videos together, and I've been really busy with work. So sorry if you were watching this before and been waiting for the next instalment. But hey, it's here now, and if you're new, welcome. So yeah, like this was June 2025. We went here and we was in Leger. You might have seen part 1 where I was riding a bit further along, but this is a bit later on in the day, just before lunch. And this is like sort of the main lift up, where you get off the main lift from the town, and this is the trails from there. It was all blues that we rode. We rode this trail quite a few times. It goes all the way from the top all the way down to the town, and you can just do your laps, which we did do a few of these. It's quite fun. Definitely committed more on the first rundown for some reason, but yeah, I don't know, going in blind I was committing to the jumps more, and when we went down a few more times I started casing them more and stuff, and don't know what that's all about. Don't know, maybe I was getting tired and was squashing them or something, I don't know, but weird like that. But as you can see, it's very dusty, it was so dry. We did this quite a few times, I think, but I only put one in the video because it's literally just the same. Since being in Morzine now, I've definitely worked on my cornering a bit better, trusting the berms, looking ahead more. So hopefully next year, or this year, when we go back, I won't get dropped so much, because especially tracks like this where it's all just big sweeping berms. I was like dragging brakes so much. This is where I really got drops. I also don't think I had my bike set up properly when I was here, because I think I was running it a bit too soft. So it was great for the grip, but jumping and that made it really difficult. But I think I've sorted that out now. Hopefully don't get drops as much and keep up and can actually have more fun and not case everything. So these zones are a bit better, not so big and sweeping. I can stay off the brakes on them a bit better. This was so dusty. It was almost good being dropped because we didn't get all the dust from the person in front so bad. These tracks in Leger really do like take it out of you though. Like my legs are absolutely burning by the time I get to the bottom. I pulled over here because I could hear them behind me and I weren't sure how close they were and how fast they were coming, and I just didn't want to get in their way, so I just pulled over. So I know I was going slow. On one of the other runs I was following, and I was actually a bit closer. We was coming into this bit of the woods, and there's another bit very similar further down, and the dust, it made it literally impossible to see. It's like, could have, as you can sort of see up ahead here, like it doesn't really do it justice going from light to dark and the dust, like literally didn't know where I was going. kindly waited for me. Yeah, as you can see, it's very just berm after berm after berm. There's not really much to it. I mean, yeah, a couple of times sounds okay, but wouldn't want to ride it all days. It does get a bit repetitive and boring, and like I said, it absolutely knackers you out. Or it did me anyway. But yeah, on the whole, like, we didn't do the Morzine side of the J because it wasn't open until right at the end, and we were already going over to other places. But yeah, I wouldn't really rush back to the J. There's a couple of good bits, but yeah, it's not the best in the area, I'd say. This bit, I think, was actually used in the XC World Cup or something, I think. Don't know about this bit, but the bit up there, back there through the thing, through the trees, and then this bit as well. But everyone's stopped, so I just thought, I'm just going to go for it and just get down. Although I did take the wrong turn, wasn't looking ahead enough, and ended up, I should have gone left there, but no, I could have gone straight on, but it would have taken me back onto the other track. So this bit, yeah, tightened up too much. Johnny went the right way, and Simon, and Andy, but Tim decided he was going to come to where I was. This was a lot steeper than it looked, so I had to make sure my feet were on properly. Yeah. And then just back into the town, into the lift, and straight back up to the top of that lift and dropped in the other side. So this one I think was a bit more used because it was definitely had a few more braking bumps. That, or it just hadn't been maintained the same or something, but it was definitely rougher. But it was more direct, so I kind of like this one just to get down from the lift to like the first fire road bit. Simon in front of me. Not much footage of him riding, unfortunately, as will become very clear in the next video. This was good, just let off the brakes and just go for it. Even though it was a bit dry, we were so lucky with the weather, just like bone dry. And because we went before that, what do you call it, the Passport de Soleil, we sort of went the week leading up to it, so we got like 4 days riding, I think, or 5 days riding before that happened, so it was really quiet. It got straight on and off the lifts, and didn't get stuck behind anyone, and there wasn't many braking bumps, which was good. And then the weekend happened, and it was like the whole place come alive. So this is worth going over to Le J for. This is called Le Canyon. This is great fun. Went in completely blind. I'd watched a few videos online, so I sort of knew what it was like, but obviously videos never do it justice. Again, went the wrong way. Need to definitely look up more. But yeah, this was really good fun. Fast. It was rough, but it's fast, more direct, no big sweeping berms. Yeah, missed out the jumps at first. Just pulled over, see where everyone was. Very unusual to look behind me and no one be there. Usually they're always breathing down my leg. But yeah, these jumps are quite blind because they're in the middle of like bushes and stuff, but they are actually quite good, quite doable. It always feels faster when you're like in a gully like this with stuff either side. This drop was nothing, but like just coming up to it blind, I just didn't know what I was doing or where I was going, so ended up stopping.
That would have been fine, mate. Yeah, but it's not very big. I just didn't know how big it was.
You definitely couldn't roll off it, but you didn't have to go that fast off it at all. Yeah, pulled over, had a little chat. Regrouped and set off again. This bit was wicked. This is so much steeper than it looks on the video. It flattens it out so much, but yeah, that was good. Just get off the brakes and just go for it. There's so many like little gaps and like alternate lines that you just don't see straight away, but when you're watching it back and everything, you can see them all and just like, oh, right, next year I'm going to try that. I know these are only tiny, but me hitting gap jumps like that blind, especially that time last year, was quite unheard of, so I was quite pleased with myself for that. Stopped again. It was like sort of just before lunch, and like I said, a bit knackered from doing those trails and my hands were hurting, so I did keep taking breaks even though it's not a very long trail. But it was the first time down it. This was again a lot steeper than it looks. This was so fast, you kind of get the perspective of being in the gully and how fast you're going. But yeah, that was wicked. That is worth going to Leger for. So yeah, this is back at the bottom. Took a slightly better line this time, but yeah, that is the end of the video. So hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you in the next one where we'll explain why we didn't see much of Simon riding. Yeah, look forward to, hopefully it won't take so long to get the next video out, but I'll see you in the next one. Peace.